Hi guys, welcome to Turbine Tutorials. Today we'll be going through purchases. So this whole thing will get rid of our PO books. So I think everyone will be very excited about that. First thing you do, or when you see the front end of the system, is you'll go down to purchases and you'll see all the POs related to your team. I just see everyone because it's an administrative function, but you'll only see if it's menswear, only menswear brands, and if it's been approved or received or paid, all the statuses on the right hand side here. So when you want to raise a purchase order, you request the purchase, and then you'll see the screen on the right hand side here will give you a template. You'll see obviously your name at the top here, and you'll start from the top and just work your way down. So the first thing you'll choose is your cost center. So if it's Performance Brands or Canterbury or Columbia Head Office or Columbia the George Store, you'll choose it here. Let's say we want to raise Columbia samples. So then you'll choose Columbia Head Office. The supplier will be Columbia because you'll get it from Columbia themselves. And then here, it's the same as the expense side where you won't use or you won't custom fill out your expense line. You'll just choose a quick add line because these are all our GL ledger accounts. If it's samples, it's right at the top, but you'll have computer expenses, cleaning, there's CapEx ones. So all the necessary categories are listed there. So you'll choose samples, and the item price ex VAT will have to be the South African Rand value of it. So if it's a different currency, you'll have to convert it beforehand. For instance, let's say it's $50 for a sample, so $50 time, and the exchange rate's 1440, 720 Rand. Right, so that's what you'll put in there, 720, and the units, let's say it's 15 footwear samples, and if you import samples, it's 0 VAT. And there's your amount. If you want to add another sample, let's say apparel, and it was the same price, so 720, and you want to order 50 units at 0 VAT. There's your totals. You can also add a pro forma invoice or a quote or anything like that, like you normally would attach to the PO book. You'll just attach it, and I'm going to just attach a quotation example. You'll see it. Adds it, processing, and until it's done, you'll have a little tick mark next to it, like so. So here down at the summary page, you'll just add some details that you would normally to your PO book. So let's say it's S18 salesman samples, and the details is spot rate of 1440 used. Any sort of detail that you feel is needed, like you would have normally filled out on your purchase order book. The payment date's the last element that you'll have to fill out, and it's a critical one because that would be when the payment needs to be made. So let's say this will be made end of January. So then you have two options. Either you can send the request through immediately if you're 100% certain, or you can save it for later and it'll save it as a draft under here. So let's say I want to save it later, there's a price that I'm not sure of, you'll see it's pops it in right there, and then you can return to it later. When you return to it, you'll just edit it, and it'll give you like it was before, and you can request or save it for later. Also has a option, or it's got a little comment section at the bottom for if you're off site and you want to have someone or Wayne or your manager wants to ask you something about this PO when it's sent through for an approval, they can just simply ask the question in there. You'll get an email notification, and it's no longer needed to be in the office. Alright, I think that's it, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm always available. Cheers.